everything sad going to come untrue? The amazement in Sam Gamgee's realization that the darkness has passed provides a fleeting glimpse of joy, joy beyond the walls of the world, poignant as grief. But where does this joy come from? And why does it reach over the walls of reality, from Middle-earth into our own hearts? This sudden turn from imminent death on the slopes of Mount Doom to the prospect of a beautiful future is an illustration of what J.R.R. Tolkien termed Eucatastrophe in his essay on fairy stories. He explains, in such stories, when the sudden turn comes, we get a piercing glimpse of joy and heart's desire that for a moment passes outside the frame, rends indeed the very web of story, and lets a gleam come through. You may be asking what this gleam is. Tolkien continues, in the Eucatastrophe, we see in a brief vision that the answer may be greater. It may be a far-off gleam or echo of Evangelium in the real world. A well-constructed fairy world can bring joy, but it is joy itself that bridges the gap from fantasy to reality. It comes from the heart of Sam to our own hearts. We recognize his joy because it echoes our own. The joy is not a fantasy. But this is only a glimpse of the true good news, an echo of the Evangelium. That good news is what we celebrate on Easter. Like Tolkien says, the birth of Christ is the Eucatastrophe of man's history. The resurrection is the Eucatastrophe of the story of the Incarnation. This story begins and ends in joy. It has preeminently the inner consistency of reality. There is no tale ever told that men would rather find was true, and none which so many skeptical men have accepted as true on its own merits. For the art of it has the supremely convincing tone of primary art, that is, of creation. To reject it leads to either sadness or to wrath. A people walking in darkness have seen a great light, the Eucatastrophe of the Incarnation. Jesus Christ, killed on Friday, but risen again on Sunday, the Eucatastrophe of the resurrection. The good news is proclaimed from the empty tomb on Easter Sunday, that death has been defeated, and everlasting life is available to all who call upon the name of Jesus Christ and be saved. So is everything sad becoming untrue? The process has begun. It began 2,000 years ago. We await the day when complete joy will fill our every moment. But until then, this is our hope, and that is the Eucatastrophe of Easter Sunday.